What is going on, everybody? This is Wings of Wax, and we are playing more Slay the Spire. So let's see. Last time we were playing as the Defect. We are on Act 3. It looks like we're fighting up against the Time Lord, so that will be a fun one. It shouldn't be too bad because we don't really have like the Storm deck or anything, the 0 casting cost deck. So it's been, let's see, 3 days since I last was able to record. So I'm just going to play a little recap here. Let's see, we got picked up an Echo Form, it looks like, last time, which is actually really, really good for the Defect. Being able to play your first card twice, you know, whenever you get this in play. So that'll be a great upgrade if we can actually get there, which we can't upgrade because we actually have. I just realized the, it looks like Smite, I forget what this one's called, but the one that gives us an extra energy, but we can't upgrade. We do have 2 loops. We have at least some ways to be able to scale with Claw. We're looking for a couple more Frost Orbs. That would be nice because Frost Orbs are part of the way that we actually win games. I guess even at this point, like, I know I passed up on a couple of those. I think they're like Frost Lightnings or something like that. The deal 6s or deal 7s that give you a Frost Orb. If we get offered that again, I'll probably take one. Unless obviously we get offered more like cool-headed stuff, or there's another one called Frost Barrier, I believe, which it gives you like 7 block into Frost Orbs. So I'm looking for more stuff like that. I would like to pick up like a Defragment, obviously, and potentially a way to be able to generate some more Orb slots. That would be the other way. So like we have 1 Capacitor, which I wouldn't mind picking up another one. But so far, I think the deck's looking okay. We do need some more help in the defensive department because that's how we're going to be able to win games. Because with the Defect, you're just trying to deal small increments of damage without taking really any damage at all. Like that's the name of the game with the Defect. So let's see. Looking at this, looks like no matter what, we're going to have to fight an elite. Okay. Because if I look up this path, it looks like we're going to have to fight an elite no matter what when we get up here. If I go up this path, no matter which way we branch off, there's going to be an elite fight no matter what. So no matter what, we have to fight one. Just a matter of like which one do we want to fight. And obviously, if we go this way, we are going to have to fight 2. And if I go this way, there's no campfire before an elite. Whereas if I go this way, there's 1 campfire before an elite. Unfortunately, there's no store going up this way, though. But we can save our gold for the heart. That's not a terrible plan here. Because if I go this way, I have to fight 2 elites or multiple combats before I have to go fight an elite. Before I get to a campfire, before I get to a store. And the reason why I want to go to a store is because I'm still looking for cards. I'm still looking for, you know, like I said, like more Frost Orb stuff, or just more Orb slots, or more focus, which we don't have any focus in the deck. We have a focus, which is just trying to build up our orbs, but I'm just saying, like, we need what's called focus in the game, which just generates more power out of our orbs. That is inevitably what happens when you play the Defect, is you need more focus. More cards with the keyword focus. I'm tempted to just go up this way, and I think that's where we're going to start. Yeah, we're just going to go up this path here. Alright, let's see. We have 1 defend this turn. And it looks like we're casting just about all of our cards. Alright, we have Mummified Hand too, which makes everything free. So that's actually kind of cool. I'm going to go after this one. We take 1 damage. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Man, it would be nice to be able to draw some... Yeah, we only have 1 cool-headed in the deck, so like I really need to set up like multiple Frost Orbs, and like us not taking those Frost Lightnings, I feel like is gonna just kill us. But we're gonna try. We're gonna still continue onward and see what happens here. So let's go for a Streamline against this one. From there, since they're not attacking, I think going for another Zap here, and we'll just play another Lightning Orb, a Zap here. Do we want to go for the Compile? We can get some free damage in, so I think it's actually worthwhile. We did get Claw. Nah, I can't cast the Claw here. I'm going to take damage if I do that, so I think we'll just pass. So far, so good. We drew Echo Form. They're not attacking, so like that's ideal. Do we go for the charge battery so that way we could potentially cast everything? If we draw the Seek, we can't actually seek anything. Okay, so even the charge battery doesn't really matter here. Do we want to go for like the dual cast though? I don't mind going for the dual cast because it doesn't cost us any health here. And obviously we can go for like a strike on one of these. It's free since we already have the block and we're not blocking anyways this turn. We are getting nuked for 7 here, but it looks like we can still block. So I'm going to go for the cool-headed. We were able to draw an extra card this turn. Why did we draw an extra card this turn? I'm not sure. Because we had 6 cards in our deck at that point when I was looking at it, so maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe it was just like the ink bottle trigger or something. I don't remember exactly. It's okay. Let's see. We have Seek to be able to go find another orb. So I think we should go for a zap here. Since we already know we can block up all of the damage being dealt to us. If I attack them, we're going to be dealt 16. We're going to be blocking. Right now we have 13 block. Ooh, we drew the steam line too. Okay, so the steam line can help us out. Be able to take out one of these guys. Sure, I think we should definitely do that. Do we take out this one, though? I mean, might as well take out the one that's dealing us damage here. We can't really afford to deal damage to this one. We're going to be taking a hit. I think it's worth a life point, though. You know, we'll just defend, because, like... We'll let our lightning orbs just do the damage, so we don't have to take any damage. That's basically what we need to do here. I don't know why I did that when I literally have reinforce. Sure, we'll claw because we have so much excess. All right, we do get offered a cold snap, so I will take it. I'm not going to complain here. We're just going to take it. I realize that I've passed up on multiples of these, but we just need frost orbs. Like at this point, we just need frost orbs, and obviously, like I can't be picky and choosy at this point. So we're not blocking, is what you're telling me. Okay. We're going to be able to cast 4 cards. Do we actually want to cast 4 cards to be able to draw an extra card this turn? I don't think we really want to. We are going to have an extra mana, so I guess it's worthwhile. Does it matter which one we go after? I'm actually going to go after the ones that are putting up block this turn. We drew Echo Form. Of course we did. You know what? It's actually worth going for this. Using up our energy potion to be able to get the Echo Form in play. We need to be able to kill these guys without taking too much damage. So let's go for a cool-headed first, see where that leads us. Leads us down a loop. Okay. From there, what do we got? Well, 100% we can claw there. We do want to be able to cast loop. It does make the sweeping beam free, so I guess we cast the sweeping beam. From there, how do we prevent all the damage? Just going for the double defend here and steam barrier. Doesn't prevent everything, but... Do I really want to dual cast? I'm not sure I actually do here. Although, Lightning Orb is not really going to be that beneficial to us. We still have, what? A Cold Snap, a Zap in our deck, Capacitor to be able to draw. I don't think the Lightning Orb is going to do very much for us, so we'll just let it deal its damage right now. Since we're getting closer and closer to being able to kill these, if it was still like really early in the fight, which it's kind of like halfway through the fight right now, then I would have held on to that Lightning Orb because it would have gotten us more value. I do think Capacitor is really good since only one of them is attacking this turn. Let's go for... Maybe I should have actually seeked first. I probably should have seeked first. That'll draw us 2 cards. So let's actually go for the Seek here and find the Zap, so that way we can actually cast. I think we're going for a Cold Snap here, and we're going to try to deal damage to the one we haven't actually killed yet. So let's go for that, so that we can try to line up our Frost Orbs. Let's go for a Zap. Let's go for a Compile Driver on the one we haven't killed yet. We have hologram, so we can hologram go for... Do we want another frost orb, or do we want another zap here? We don't have a 0 mana frost orb, so I'm thinking we just go for a zap. We're going to be able to block all the damage, though, so... It's kind of tough. Like, we could just go for, like, claw. Try to boost that damage up a little bit. I think, like, going for, like, a cold snap, though, is just, like, a better option to be able to just line up another frost orb, so we just take less damage overall. Yeah, unfortunately, we shouldn't have not cast that charged battery. I didn't realize that ink bottle was actually triggered, but that's okay. We're doing fine. We haven't taken any damage yet, or at least much. So we have 8 block here, so 12 block currently. We do need to toss up some block, so I think we can kill this one actually this turn. That sounds like a reasonable play. And then we'll be able to put up another lightning orb here. Doesn't really matter which one we go after, honestly. We do want to block a little bit more, right? We have 8. We can actually block up all the damage. Okay, so I'll just... There we go. That's fine. We didn't really want to kill this, but it just saved us so much damage that it was just worthwhile. So we drew Streamline, which is really helpful. Let's go after the one that's going to be defending. From there, can we kill you? We have 12. Not quite, but I don't think we need to do anything else this turn, so let's just pass. As long as we don't take any more damage, like, this fight will be fine with me. So let's go for a double sweeping beam. We'll start there. Let's see. If I go for a cool-headed, that way I can dual cast. Yeah, that'll kill it. Perfect. All right. We have Darkness, which is pretty reasonable, but I think Doom and Gloom is just better for us. We don't really need the extra mana, so like Turbo doesn't actually do anything for us here. Turbo actually is really fun though in the Storm style decks because the void that it puts into your deck really is not that bad. But like you just need to like combo off in turns, and Turbo is really fun for those type of strategies. The Storm decks in Magic are like the 0 casting cost cards that try to like get a Storm count and then kill you with a Storm count, but that's a whole different story. But I do think that Doom and Gloom is worthwhile here. Being able to get a Channel A Dark Orb, I think is reasonable, especially since that's probably going to be a way we're going to kill bosses and stuff like that. We need like at least one way to channel one Dark Orb. But I would like more Frost Orbs. That would be ideal. Let's start with Sweeping Beam and see where that leads us. Let's go for a loop. Okay. That we can cast all the cards in our hand. And I do want to cast the Claw, so that way it deals more damage next time we draw it. So this guy has 4 more turns until he dies. Let's see. I think we want to go for the Capacitor here. It does make it so that we get a free card too, so that would be the other reason. So obviously we're going to go for that. I think we go for the Cool-Headed first. Let's go for the Cold Snap. And from there, is it better to... We don't have any 0 casting cost cards, do we? No, we do not. We have Claw, actually. Claw actually does more for us than a Compile Driver. That sounds reasonable. Let's go. That worked out great. Okay. All right, from here, let's see. It's not really a time to cast Echo Form, is it? That sounds like it'll be a death wish. All right. Well, what else can we do? We can Streamline. We could also Doom and Gloom, but I don't think Doom and Gloom is actually going to be active, like, ever in this, since we don't have enough ways to be able to trigger, to go down, to remove Evoke Orbs. So, we do want to Seek, though, and if we Seek... Actually, no matter what I Seek here, it becomes free. So let's just go for the Echo Form. Yeah, because then I can just loop it. There we go. That was fantastic. Let's just try to block as much damage as possible. Let's definitely go for the dual cast here. That way I can actually prevent all the damage being dealt to us this turn. Because I don't think I could have. without that dual cast. So that was actually a really good draw. Okay. Well, technically, Leap is the strongest thing I can cast here that's doubled, so yep. And obviously Strike and double defend. Let's see what we can do. Take 10 damage out of this fight. Can't really complain so far. Well, Doom and Gloom is nice, but Streamline is just way better for us here. Like, we could cast both. Obviously, we're going to be casting Streamline. Like, that's 100%. It's just, like, we can't take advantage of the Dark Orb. That's part of the reason why I don't think it's worthwhile for us to go for it. So then we just go for, like, Ball Lightning here and go for Defend. Yeah, that's... I mean, it could always take, like, the 33% gamble here that this will be free, but I don't think that's worthwhile. Strike actually blocks for more damage, so then a Defend does. There we go. We only took 10 damage in that fight. That's reasonable. It's not great. We got a cool-headed. Nice. I needed that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do not want to lose all 468 gold for a week to apply 1 week to all enemies. That does not sound very good to us. No, thank you. I think I'll pass on that one. I don't know about you. Is it worth going for the Doom and Gloom? Obviously, I want to go for the cool-headed. I just think we want to go for the Doom and Gloom first to be able to set up the orb. I could be wrong though. Actually, maybe it is going for the cool-headed first. Okay, so we're blocking all the damage anyways. Maybe we don't go for the Doom and Gloom because he's dealing us 10 here. I think we just go for a capacitor. Like, if I attack him, he's going to change his intent. That's the problem. And he's probably going to deal more damage than what he's dealing right now, which is a problem. I think we do have to set up the Doom and Gloom, though. 32 is a lot of damage. Okay, he's back to 10. That's fine. We'll just leave him at 10. This is fine. We have Hologram. Do we go for like another cool-headed here? I think that's worthwhile. Wish we had more like ways to gain focus though, because right now this is kind of sucking. We do want to change his intent. 22. We could potentially get there, or at least get close. All right. So we're blocking for 20. We're taking 2. That's fine. This might be a fight where actually I pop this regen potion too, now that I think about it. I don't think we want to dual cast. Yeah, I don't think we do. It wasn't really like necessary, that's why. I do think we can go for the Echo Form this turn, definitely. We'll just block all the damage and basically just get a free... Yeah, it's not really worth it for us to go for this, huh? Because he's just going to prevent all the damage being dealt, so the 8 damage it deals. So I think we just pass. Okay, we do want his intent to be changed here. 22 is fine. Okay. I'm just going to cast all the cards, pass the turn. We're trying to get it to the place where we can dual cast this Dark Orb. That's inevitably what we're trying to lean towards. It's going to be difficult, but hopefully we can get there. Toughy. We don't really have a lot of block here. We do have... Actually, we have reinforced body, so I can't really complain there. But we do get to set up a couple of cards, so let's go for the Machine Learning first. From there, do we go for the other cool-headed? I think so. We have a 0-mana Streamline. I should really take advantage of this, especially since I can hologram it back. Yeah, we're going to hologram it. 48 is a bit much. We do need one more attack then. What do we want? cold snap, maybe? That way we can still actually put up a block this turn, too. Yeah. I think we want cold snap. Oh my god, is that not gonna... No. So we have to use this potion to be able to change his intent? Okay. Well, it's about the best we can do here. It's unfortunate, but... we're getting closer towards this doom and gloom. I'm sorry, this frost orb. Frost orb. Dark orb. We don't have any block in this hand. That's the problem. So we're going to have to change his intent no matter what. Let's go for the compile drive since that draws 2 cards, which will actually be 4 cards. From there, we drew enough block. Okay, let's just go for the blocks then. You're going to play it nice and slow, please. Nice and slow. And obviously I don't really want to cast any more orbs, just because we have the dark orb here, which we can get dual casted here. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Another cold snap? Do we really want another one? We have enough mana where like Steam Barrier is actually not like relevant to us anymore, because we can spend, you know, we have a bunch of mana. Plus we also have Mummified Hand that just makes everything cheaper too whenever we cast powers. So like the 0 casting cost cards are just like not very valuable to us. I think we go for a cold snap though. I mean, we're looking for like better stuff than that, but I'll take one more. I don't think I'm going to take any more cold snaps though. Let's go for a cool-headed. See where that leads. We get a streamline. Okay. And we can set it up so that way next turn we have an extra energy. All right. We drew a cold snap. Okay. Hologram. Do we just go for like a cool-headed? That sounds reasonable. Draw some more cards, see if we can find... I was looking for like a capacitor there, but that's okay. I do think loop is reasonable here. And let's see what we draw. Not that that really mattered, but because we couldn't cast it anyways. It just also dealt the most damage too, so that's kind of the reason why I went for it. All right, we have Echo Form we can set up here. We can get another Cold Snap. Do we have... We have Zap we can set up. We also have Claw. I think I want to draw. Okay. Is it better to go for a Zap here? We can just get the Claw up and rolling too. It's like... I feel like the Zap's going to deal more damage over time here. So because we don't have much focus, then we're starting to fall behind a little bit. Like this turn especially. Yeah, this turn definitely. Okay. That was the best thing we could do. So let's go. We take 3. Alright, he's not dealing us any damage, so... I guess we'd just streamline? I don't really want to get 2 more Dark Orbs in play, to be honest. I want to get more Frost Orbs in play. So I think we just go for this. We have a charge battery for next turn. I don't really want to cast the Doom and Gloom. I think it's fine just to deal the 14 damage. We're not obviously going to take advantage of the fact that probably we get to dual cast both of those, but yeah, we just need Frost Orbs. we really need Frost Orbs. Let's go for a Compile Driver. See what that draws. Okay, we got a Claw. From there, he's attacking us for 33. So 36 is what we can block potentially. Is it worth it to just go for like a cool-headed? Or Cold Snap, rather, actually. It's probably better than going for Cool-Headed here. And take a couple extra points of damage. That way we can actually try to get a Frost Orb active and start to move this little Congo line of orbs going. I think that's worthwhile. So we take 4 because of that, but I think it was worthwhile just to get stuff moving forward. Yeah, let's dual cast. So we're 1 dual cast away, or clearly want to do that. Sure. There we go. Found lethal. Awesome. All right, we got another Cool-Headed. Is that better than the Rip and Tear here? I think so. Like, we're just like we need to make sure we have Frost Orbs in play, just to make sure we don't take damage. That is inevitably what just needs to happen. Echo Form, yes, totally worth it. We have a loop too. Let's go after the ones that are going to be. I should have done that the other way around, but that's okay. It's only 1 damage difference. I'm going to go after the ones that are going to be blocking up because I can't damage them next turn. This is going to be painful. Do we go for like double Cold Snap and then go for Reinforced Body? So what's that? 32, 41 damage. And we'd be casting a Reinforced Body for 3, which would be 27, plus double, plus triple Frost Orb. So 30, 33. I just don't want to take damage. I think we just Reinforce Body here, unfortunately. It just feels like such a waste of a turn. But since they're all attacking here, like I feel like no other choice. I don't want to take damage if I don't need to. Yeah, let's go for the well, let's go for the Cool-Headed first. Right, that was doubled. I should have went for the dual cast. That's okay. That's all right. All right, so we have charge battery, we have loop here. There we go. That prevents just about all the damage. Do I really want to cast the Ball Lightning? Not really. We're going to do our capacitor, though. And we have a bunch of Frost Orbs coming up. Or at least 2. Plus a hologram, which could set up a Frost Orb. Doom and Gloom also coming up soon. You know what? This is worth, actually, I think, dealing the damage. And then we'll pass. What do we want to do from here? So Seek can find what? Doom and Gloom? I think that's reasonable enough. We get one more choice. I guess we go for like hologram, because we can always put up like another zap here. We're going to be cycling through a bunch of cards. Let's get back the zap. Is that going to deal more damage, or is the claw going to deal more damage? I actually kind of think I'd go for the claw instead. Go after the one's going to be blocking up next turn. Let's go for the Doom. Let's go for the Cool-Headed. We got a Cold Snap. Sure, let's go for a Cold Snap then, so we can just make sure we can put this Doom, this Dark Orb in place. Just don't know which one I want to attack, honestly. I still think this one is probably the best bet. Okay, now we can start actually trying to like take out these guys. So Doom and Gloom is actually really good here. Take out 2. Take out 3. Oh boy, I forgot we actually evoked an orb there. That's why. All right. Interesting. Bullseye is not bad. It's basically just a strike plus, though, at this point, but it is a good strike plus. So, Bullseye has lock-on. Lock-on targets receive 50% more damage from orbs. So, like, that's dark orbs, and that's lightning orbs. And it's not, like, necessary to be able to take here. It's either that or I take, like, recursion. And, like, I feel we need more defensive cards, and recursion is kind of defensive because it can evoke a frost orb, or it can evoke, I don't think we actually need to take any of these, to be honest. Like, I guess Bullseye is probably the better than recursion. Just like, do we need another strike plus? Obviously we don't need it, but it probably would be helpful. Because if we can, like, ethereal that, or not ethereal, echo form it, then that's six turns where my orbs, the orbs would be dealing extra damage. You know what? I think that's worth a while. Toxic Egg. I'm not sure it's going to be relevant here, but we'll find out. Alright, we have another Elite. We have Nemesis, who is my arch nemesis, actually. We can block all of his damage this turn, so that's great. I'm very ecstatic about that. From there, we just pass. I don't think we need to dual cast. The orb will deal more damage than a dual cast would right now, so... This is not a good turn. We got a cold snap, okay. It's at least something, I guess. Yeah, that's painful. That is painful. That is a very painful turn. This is the problem with the Defect, though, is you just take so much damage trying to set up your orbs and stuff like that. The first, like, 2 turns of the Defect, you just take so much damage. So we have Seek. Let's see. What can we seek here? Cool Head's always a decent option. We're taking 18, though. Yeah, let's go for Cool-Headed here. What else? Do we want 2 Cool-Headeds? Do we want a Claw? I think we should go for, like, another Cool-Headed. See that, or we set up the Doom and Gloom. I don't think we need to set up the Doom and Gloom just yet. Maybe we do. I could see that actually being reasonable enough here. So what's the play? Clearly we start with that. We need to be able to put up some more block, though. So it'll only be 9. Go back for the Steam Barrier. It's not a terrible option. That would be 11 block. That would be 11 block. So we'd be blocking for 15. We'd be taking 3 to be able to set up the Doom and Gloom. I think we just go for, like, Machine here. Because 0 mana strike. It's not really what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a defensive card to be 0 mana there, but... Now that I keep looking at this, I don't really feel like Doom and Gloom is going to be the best option, so that was probably a mistake to take there. I think we just go for, like, the Reinforced Body to make sure we take no damage here. Okay. So... Well, Frost Orb. Frost Orb. I'd like to block if I, can help it here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go for that so we can get some extra value out of the Frost Orb. We're taking a massive hit. Yeah, I could see us dying to this right now. Nemesis is, oh my god, treacherous. We also just don't have a way to scale right now. Like our focus, we don't have enough focus in the deck to be able to get value out of all of our frost orbs, because them only blocking for 2 right now is not very good. But if we can get like a defragment upgraded, that would be a blocking for 4, which is much more reasonable. But we have no way to gain focus right now, so that's the reason why we're in a tough situation. But we have 12 block here. Sure. So we have enough block, so that's at least good. I don't really need to evoke anything, so... He's attacking for... Oh, I thought he was going to attack for 45 again this turn. He's not. Okay. Alright, where do we go from here? Just need to block a bunch. Do we get rid of the last lightning orb here and just be able to cast the cold snap to make sure we actually have, you know, what's that? 10 block every turn? Man, that doesn't feel good. And obviously this is not going to deal very much damage either, so I think we just go for like Sweeping Beam. Maybe I should go for Strike, actually. It's not draw a card. I was thinking Sweeping Beam was dealing more damage, but it was not. Okay. From there... We need some more defense here. Hologram for what? We can just set up the Doom and Gloom, actually. So, yeah, I think we go for that. We're going to be taking some damage in order to set this up. Doesn't kill us, correct? I should probably make sure. I just realized we were at 25, so... 33. Oh boy. Toughy. Man, we're just dying to like not having any focus. Act 3 is awful if you do not have focus. We could just go for like the cool-headed and be able to defend after. We could draw Leap, too. I think we have to. As much as I don't want to, I want to set up that Doom and Gloom. I just, like, I'm so worried about taking too much damage. Because we probably would have died there. I didn't do the math there, but we most likely would have died. So, like, this is a good turn for the Doom and Gloom. And from there, I guess we start moving them forward. Since we can't really deal much damage this turn anyways. Could move it into the frontal position. Sure. Sure, we'll cast the Claw. We'll cast a Strike. All sets. That way, at least if we draw a dual cast, it'll deal a decent chunk of damage here. Yep. There we go. We take another loop. You know, I actually think that's reasonable. It's a way to scale, so... yeah. I'm going to buy 2 potions. Just in case we actually found something that wasn't very useful to us. This channels 1 dark orb for each orb slot, so that's actually really good for us. Oh boy, yeah, we need to hit this rest stop, and I really don't want to touch that elite. That elite's going to murder us. Alright, this is going to be a painful fight, too, because we don't have anything that's going to be helpful. Maybe I should have gone for the Colorless Potion. I don't think we need to just yet, so... We drew Capacitor, that is great. See what this gives us. Vulnerable. None of these I really want, to be honest with you. Like, I guess we just take the trip. Yeah, these are all awful choices, to be honest. Sure. Sure. Go for that. Bullseye and charge battery. Do we go for the cold snap? Do we really need the mana for next turn? Unless we draw like Echo Form, that's the only reason why I could see it. I think we just start up our Congo line of orbs here. Drew the Echo Form. Okay. You know, not the worst thing. Still at a really reasonable turn. I think we go for this. Because we're going to be replacing it anyways with a Frost Orb, most likely. Because we just need to prevent damage. So, let's replace it with a Frost Orb. Let's go get the Frost Orb. I think I want to set up the loops first and see where those lead us. There we go. Still got it. We can go for the claw. Sure, why not? Fortunately, we're taking a mondo amount of damage, but we can probably kill him. Sweeping Beam hopefully leads us in that direction. There we go. Got it. Took a lot of damage, though. Alright, Equilibrium is not a terrible card. Melter is fine, too. I think Equilibrium is just stronger, though, than Melter. At this point, we don't really need any more, damage plus cards. Remove all block from the enemy and deal 14 damage from Melter is really good. And obviously, Equilibrium is 2 mana to gain 16 block and retain your hand. So you get to keep all the cards in your hand for the next turn. So I think retaining our hand is actually more beneficial to us. So we have more options. This is going to be tough. I'm not sure we're going to be able to take this guy out, to be honest with you. But I think we're going to have to use potions no matter what. So let's see what we get. We get Stacks Discharge, which is actually reasonable. Okay. That way every time we take damage, every time we take, I was going to say red heart damage, but blue heart damage, blue bar damage, we actually get a lightning orb. Yes. We're casting all the things in our hand, so it makes sense. Fortunately, though, we're taking some hits here. He's not doing anything. Or he's not attacking us, I should say. You know what? I think this is a good turn to set up the Echo Form. Let's draw. What do we get? Charge battery for next turn. We already have the Echo Form. We've also drawn the Streamline already. We don't have anything else that costs 2 mana except for Equilibrium and Doom and Gloom. I think just dealing the damage is more beneficial. Actually, yeah, let's deal the damage and then we'll dual cast so that way we can actually trigger the 12th trigger on here so that way we can set it up so we don't have to, choke ourselves on the following turn. Alright, from here, let's see. Well, clearly we're going to be casting Steam Barrier no matter what, correct? Yes. And I think this is all just kind of play out itself here. Let's retain. It's not attacking this turn. Sure. Actually, this is going to be doubled. So the first card I cast is going to be doubled. I got to keep that in mind. Echo Form. Let's see. What is the best option for us to be double tiered? Loop is actually pretty good. We could go for the double Doom and Gloom, though, to be able to set it up. But I don't think we're at that point where we're going to be able to set up a really big orb. And honestly, we really only need one orb. I think Loop is just better for us. We can't just go for the Doom and Gloom. Should have gone for the Bullseye first, actually. We need to cast 2 more cards to be able to take advantage of this turn. Is there anything for 0 mana that we actually want to take advantage of? Like go for the other claw? Could just set up another Frost Orb. You could go for the claw. I really actually need another Frost Orb in play for next turn. There we go. You guys +1, +2 strength there. Let's see here. As much as I want a double loop here, I think double cool head is going to be better for us. Okay. From there, we need more defense. Yes, I will cast that so that way we can actually get the damage boost for it. Let's go for the loop. Taking 5. We have 33 incoming. I really don't want to set up a orb here. It's 27, 33. So that means we can hologram, go for the claw. Right. Sure, we'll take a Steam Bear here. That we can make sure we actually trigger this turn. Trigger his time warp, that is. We had it regardless, but just in case I miscounted or something. Yeah. What do we do here? That sounds reasonable. And that sounds reasonable. It's a massive amount of damage right there. Do we actually go for the ball lightning and zap here? Man. What do we have left in our deck here? We have a bunch of defensive cards, actually, so we potentially could. Let's go for it. Because we have the bullseye on him anyway, so it makes sense for us to actually be able to get some lightning orbs in play. He's not attacking us here. That's kind of scary to think about. Is he going to heal this turn? I think that's what he's doing, yeah. Okay, well, from here, I guess we go for the cool-headed. I could go for the compile driver. That will draw us 6 cards, though. Oh, my God. That's a lot. If I go for the cool head, it's going to put the Dark Orb into the frontal slots. You know what? That's fine. We drew the dual cast, but we don't really have the opportunity to be able to go for it here, so... Yep. And... I can't really afford to go for another cool-headed because I do want this to be a little bit bigger before... Maybe we do just dual cast it here, and that way I can just actually get another a Frost Orb in play. Yeah, okay. I've made the executive decision there. This is just very difficult to keep track of. All your orbs, all the placements. That's why this character, I think, is one of the toughest ones to play, because, like, I'm definitely making misplays. And it might cost me, but we'll see. We can only cast 2 cards, so I felt like going for the double leap there, which is the best option for us. Ouch. 45 damage. Are we just dead? I think we're just dead. Yes, we are. Yep, we're dead here. I'm not surprised. We just don't have any focus for our orbs to be able to generate more advantage. Because we have a bunch of Frost Orbs, but them only giving us 2 block is just not a good place to be, honestly. Because like the best things I could do here is this. Sure, we can cool-headed to be able to get another block in. We can cold snap to be able to get another block in. We can zap. I should have bullseyed before I did all this, but can zap to get another one in. be able to defend. That will get the most amount of block that we potentially could in. And we're technically, like, not dead here, but man, is it close. Let's see. Let's see. What else can we do? Clearly we can claw, obviously. We'll start there, I guess. Double claw is always worthwhile. Deals a plethora of damage. And we just, like, have to just put in the beats here. We're allowed to cast one more card. You know what? Sure. So, 54 damage incoming. Do we have any way to be able to kill you? I don't think so. Do we have any way to be able to block up all this damage? I also don't think so, but we'll try. We'll try. There we go. We blocked it all up. Awesome. I forgot we have Echo Form. That's why I was saying we couldn't. But Echo Form, right. Echo Form is the reason why we're winning this game. Right. Everybody. Double Doom and Gloom. Double Doom and Gloom. I don't... Because we can't prevent the damage. So I think we, like, have to go for this. And just hope we can find enough damage to be able to just kill him. See what we draw. Okay. Till we get you. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll do it the cool way. Oh my god, we actually killed him. And there's like 2 or 3 turns. I'm like, no, I think we're just dead. And then I'm just like, well, we'll play it in the order that I think it's supposed to go and just hope it works out. Oh, somehow we got to the heart. Okay. First try. Were you expecting that? Because I wasn't expecting that. Let's go. Totally undeserved. Man, you're gonna do me dirty like this? That is just so rude. Look at these awful choices. There's nothing here that gives me focus or orb slots. There's nothing. This is one of the cards that I wanted to pick up early, though. Glacier is really powerful. Oh, boy. Frost orbs, I don't think are gonna carry us, though. That's the problem. Oh, you suck, game. We could go for, like, Blizzard. Like, Blizzard actually will help us out in the long run, be able to deal plenty of damage over the course of all these runs. I could see that. Man. It's just so funny. Do we ever get offered a focus? I think we did once, but it must have been in a shop that we couldn't afford it or something. Well, honestly, the next time we go play this this character, I feel like I'm going to be a bit more aggressive with my frost orbs and take the what do they call, cold snaps? There we go. Take some cold snaps and just suck it up. I definitely didn't value them very highly, and I think that's what ended up starting to hurt us in the long run. But obviously, not picking up any focus is just another way to be able to kill us here. So. Some Java. I do think we pick up Blizzard, though. It's a reasonable card for this matchup. These matchups. Do we take the Dark Shackles? We have Equilibrium, so that we can have like a turn where we potentially hold that into our hand. Is there any of these really worth it? Chemical X is fine, but we only have one card that actually has X in its cost. We don't really need to... yeah, we don't need that because Reinforced Body is already good by itself. Pennib. Pennib is really good with Streamline, which probably was a mistake to take 2, and also really good with Blizzard. And Art of War to gain extra energy. We've had plenty of energy throughout our turns. I don't really know if we actually need it. I do think we take Glacier, though. Do we take Buffer and Mayhem? Do we take... Like, these are all decent choices. Obviously, these are like the only 2 that I'm staying away from because we don't really need that stuff right now. We already have one Doom and Gloom, and we don't really need Doom and Gloom stuff against like the Heart or the Elites. Buffer is not terrible, but it's not upgraded, so that's my biggest issue. Is like when it's upgraded, it blocks next 2 attacks. I feel like Pen Nib is going to be worthwhile to be able to pick up here. Better than the rest of these. Then from there, where do we go? I just feel like Dark Shackles is actually going to be helpful. Prevent like an entire turn of attacks for us for the Hearts X times 12 or whatever. And then from there we get one more choice really. Do we take Mayhem? Do we take Buffer? And then we have our options. Like we don't need the extra energy. We don't need Chemical X. We could pick up like a Skill Potion or a Dex Potion. Mayhem is pretty powerful, but what are cards we don't want to be cast with Mayhem? Dual Cast is kind of like one of them. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I think we got offered Mayhem earlier, if I remember correctly. Because I don't really want to cast dual Cast or Reinforced Body. Is that really it? That's, I guess, and Dark Shackles too. Yeah, that would be the reasons why you don't go for it. All right, we'll go for this then. And then we'll just take a Skill Potion, and I think that's it. Essence, the Dark Orb Essence might just be better than the Dex Potion. I think. We'll give it a shot. I don't have high hopes for this deck, that's for sure. So, clearly we have to cast the Echo Form. I will 100% cast that. From there, let's go for the Cool-Headed. Let's go for the Hologram. Bring back the Cool-Headed. Go for another Cool-Headed. Let's go for a Loop. Let's go for Machine Learning. And yeah, do we go for like a Cold Snap? I guess so. Could have dual casted actually first. That actually would have been more beneficial. Would have dealt more damage. Okay, this is where the party begins. This is not looking good. See what we get from a Skill Potion before I make any more decisions. Turbo actually is reasonable here because we can cast all the cards in our hand, so we kind of need to. We need some help. Loop. Do I really want a Ball Lightning? I guess I didn't need to double the turbo. That was actually kind of a mistake there, but it does generate a little bit more block for us this turn, so yeah, okay, sure. Taking the hits. Here is the issue. Clearly we have to Cold Snap. Okay, before we're making decisions, we have double, we have Echo Form, so we should be able to trigger that first. What do we want? We want probably double Equilibrium. It's not a terrible option. Still be able to Cold Snap and be able to potentially just charge Battery for this turn. I think that is the best option for us. And we'll charge Battery so that we make sure we actually have some extra energy for the following turn. And we have Cold Snap. And we have Claw. Okay. Reasonable. All right. Just gotta slow it down. Slow it down. We do a buffer here so that we can double a buffer. It's either I can go for a double capacitor. I actually like double capacitor more than buffer here. That would just have more orb slots. Let's see. Glacier is a pretty good pickup. I like that a lot. Let's go. Yeah, I just need more orb slots since I don't actually have more focus. I need a way to be able to scale here. This isn't really scaling, but it's just making the most out of our turns. You know what? Sure. From there, where do we go? Stealing's 18, so we can actually attack him one more time. Do we actually go for the buffer here? Sure. We'll get it out of our hand. Do the zap. Okay. That worked out. We lost a focus. Oh, God. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. We might die because we just lost a focus. That might have just killed us. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool at all. Oh boy, yeah, let's see. Let's gain 4 block a turn. That's incredibly rude. I didn't even know you guys did that. I remembered the attack and I thought it was defense, but oh boy, that's hilarious. All right. Well, we have pen nibs, so sure. Let's go for that. Oh, that sucks. Okay, where do we go from here? I can't just Dark Shackles to make sure we take no damage this turn. What do I do from there then? Do we just go for like the cool-headed so that way we can try to get this orb closer to killing them? I guess we should Sweeping Beam. And that's like gaining 4 block. We have 8 block. I think this is just a Dark Shackles turn. Let's be fair. That's funny. That is funny. All right. We got our 4 block. Oh, please don't negative debuff us again. That we can't handle it. We just can't do it. Oh my god. That was great. Double Streamline. This is only going to give us 4 block now. Is it better to double Cold Snap and just put up more block this turn? Is it better to just go for the double defend? All these options just sound so grand. I think the double defend is just the better option for us. As funny as that is. Alright, let's go for it. We drew dual cast, you know? Let's go for 8 block. Oh, I should have actually targeted this one. That was silly. We just lost our buffer. All right. What do we got? No matter what, we're taking a ton of damage. We're not taking a lot this turn. I do think Equilibrium is worthwhile, but I don't think we should cast it first. I think we should go for like Cold Snap or Ball Lightning. I'm just not sure which one is better for us here. I think Ball Lightning is slightly better. Because the Frost Orbs are only generating 1 block right now, are just like completely dead, I feel like. Yeah, we can just block all of his damage being dealt to us. Do I really want to hold on to a burn? Nah. Nah, bro. Sorry. We could Cold Snap. No, I just want to block the damage. Because we have the burn. Just like to take no damage there. That'd be great. Okay. What do we got? Streamline we can bring back. That's reasonable. What else do we want to bring back with the Streamline? Bullseye is not a terrible choice. You know what? I think that's reasonable. Let's go for it. Bullseye. Streamline. And we will Bullseye this guy. We will Streamline this guy. That was a really good pen nib. Where do we want to go from here? Yes. I guess the question is, do we want a cool-headed? I don't mind cool-heading here. We also have the turbo, so if we draw anything we want to cast... Yeah, there we go. There we go. You're just dead now. There we go. We got one of them out. Awesome. This would be a great turn for dual cast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do it. Yeah. Hey, we have a focus. Oh my god. I think we take it. I think we have to. It's the only thing. We lose an orb slot, but like it's either I would take another echo form, but I think consume is just going to be stronger because like that's like the thing we're missing from the deck, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. Okay. Well, we can set up our echo form. Let's do that. We can cool-headed or we can bullseye. I think we cool-headed. When do I want to set up this dark orb, actually? I'm not sure. Man, I really want like a capacitor here. This is a good turn to pop this liquid bronze. Is it really worth going for like a dark shackles? I don't think so. $36 damage. Let's draw 2. I really need to save that, though. Man, I can't save it because we're just not going to get a full loop around. We have 27 cards to draw. That's at least 4 to 5 more turns before we could even potentially have a chance of seeing this capacitor. I really wanted to be able to duplicate this, but it needs to be cast right now. Has to be cast right now. Okay. Is it sad that I feel like we actually have the Dark Shackles here? I think it's kind of sad. Like, we go for Charge Battery, and we go for Reinforced Body, which is only 13, which is 11 block. That's not enough to be able to plow through this. It's so sad that I feel like we actually have to go for this Dark Shackles. But if we're going for the Dark Shackles, that means I get some more attacks in. Do Buffer. Buffer would have been nice for next turn. That's too bad. Let's go for the Charge Battery. All set. Because if I didn't go for that Dark Shackles, we would have died on this turn. We did draw Glacier, which is really helpful. We get double Glacier. And we have double loop. And I have to cast that so we can actually get the extra block out of it. Okay, we survived this turn. It's not looking so good, though, for the rest of this, to be honest. Sure. We got Pen Nib active. Okay. Should have actually gone for the strike, I think, then, before I did that. That was stupid. Alright, we need a bunch of Frost Orbs for next turn. I don't even know if Frost Orbs are going to be able to save us, but... So we have Hologram. We can bring back Glacier. Is that really going to do it, though, for us? I don't know. I do think that we should probably cast Double Equilibrium, though. Yeah. All right. With 1 mana, if we cast the Hollow Form, we can go for Charge Battery. Set it up for next turn, just in case. I don't think we survive next turn. This is 48 damage incoming. And we have, what, 39, 41, 43? Dual casts, go for the cool-headed. We'll probably just go for like the loop this turn. That is unfortunate. We needed to be able to get something like that in play. You know what? I was going to say we still had a chance there, but nope. Of course. Anything for 0 mana we want to cast? Does that actually kill us? Just make sure. No, we still have some block here from this. Okay, so yeah, this will be fun. 0 mana. Claw. Zap. I don't really want to zap, though. Could dual cast. Dual cast is not a terrible choice. So we will be able to block all the damage this turn. I don't think we really want the zap. Like, it's not going to do anything much for us. It's either we go for, like, dual cast or claw, I guess, here. Let's just go for the claw. Man, consume, I needed you. Alright, we gotta learn how to survive this turn. How do we do that? Oh my god, doubled. Oh, Echo Form, you fool. Could have at least gone for like a leap there. Stupid. Well, I have to do that. Well, I have to do that. Man, I think we just lost because of that. I mean, even if we doubled leap, I still think we're dead. I still think we're dead there. Yeah. I think even going for the double leap there would have killed us. 18. Sort of had 18 block here instead. And then it would have basically just... Well, I actually would have had 16 block, technically. I might have been able to squeak it out for one more turn if I was able to do it, but I don't think that actually would have been able to get us to win. This is unfortunate. We're just dead, so... Rip. Why do I keep doing that? I think I forgot about the plate armor, maybe? This just it's so hard to keep up with this character. I don't even like it's one of the more fun ones because it's the most challenging, but man, I keep making the most amount of mistakes with it. I mean, the crappy thing is, like, we have to be able to defend to cast any of our cards in our hand, so, like... Dual cast doesn't do anything for us, Steam Barrier doesn't do anything for us, so I suppose we just go for another Cold Snap. It's either I just go for Slimed out of our deck. We still have... How much damage does... It doesn't tell us once in our deck, huh? I think it's a reason, though, to go for that. Channel into the Frost Orb. Okay. So we have 40 health here. 45. Well, we have to cast that. And even from there, I'm pretty sure we're still dead here. We can go for a Sweeping Beam and see if we actually draw like a Cool Headed or something. Maybe that will, or a Glacier. That'd be reasonable. Drew Blizzard. 24 damage is what that deals, in case you're wondering. I was just curious. Yeah, we're now I think we're officially, like, I've been saying it for like every turn, but now I think we're actually officially dead. The most block we can put up is this, and whatever. Go. There we go. Finally. Just like every turn, I'm just like, pretty sure we're dead? No. Pretty sure we're dead? No. Pretty sure we're... No. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, that went horribly. The character is very difficult to play, though. That's for sure. And we didn't really get any rewards until later on, which was the focus that we picked up. But even with that, still just didn't feel good. Our deck was just not quite to the caliber where it could actually defeat the heart, but we'll get there. I'm sure it'll become. I'll be a little bit more proficient in playing this character as we play it some more. Be able to pick up more frost orbs more frequently because they actually are really good, but you do need more focus to be able to make them good. So, and it's just about like setting up those turns so that way you just don't take damage, so you can deal small increments of damage. So it's very much like the Ironclad for the Barricade deck. That's what I feel like one of the better ways to play, or the most consistent way to play the Defect, is just block as much damage as possible. You can go for like, the Lightning Orb route, or even the Dark Orb route, but I feel like the Dark Orb kind of complements the Frost Orb route because you're just trying to prevent as much damage and just wait until you eventually get a Dark Orb that just inevitably will just kill them with a dual cast or something. That's kind of like the route that I feel like is more consistent with the Defect, just because that's where most of the commons and uncommons are. They kind of lean you towards that direction, but a lot of the Lightning Orb decks, I feel like you need things like I think it was like Thunderstrike. Is that the name of it? Where it would deal damage based on the number of Lightning Orbs you had. I think it was like 7 damage per Lightning Orb you cast that game or something like that. You would need something like that, but the problem is you become like a glass cannon whenever you try to go for like that route, which you know how glass cannons work. So yeah, we're gonna be looking for more like a Frost Orb, 1 Dark Orb kind of style deck, and that should be enough to be able to take out the heart. It's just we need to be able to find more focus cards, more like defragments, or I forget what that last card we just found was that gave us 3 focus, but we lost an orb slot, more capacitors, and just more ways to generate value for our orbs. That's inevitably what we're looking for, just trying to get more orb value. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you actually enjoyed this episode. I realized that it was a mess, that's for sure. The character is very difficult to play, and I clearly don't know enough about the character just yet to give like professional opinion on it. But I feel like I can at least lead us to a victory eventually with to the heart against the heart, that is. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoy this type of content. I am trying to get better at this game, so it will eventually be a lot easier for me to understand this character and make way less misplays and figure out better choices and stuff like that. So if you're looking forward to seeing that adventure going along this channel, make sure you hit that notification button so that way whenever I post a new video. I've been trying to post a video at least 5 days a week. That is the goal, is to at least do 5 days, but if I feel like I can, then I will do 7 days. So thank you guys, everybody. Make sure you have yourself a great day. Do something positive for yourself today. Just one small thing will move you forward, and it'll snowball for the rest of your life. So just do one positive thing that moves you forward every day. With that being said, good luck and grind on, everyone.